Hello, you have your very unprofessional videographer here. Just making an update on this gun here. This is the Bushmaster. It's the carbon 15, AR-15, 223-556 caliber. We've been having some trouble getting it sighted in. Uh, Contacted Bushmaster. When we first purchased the gun, came with this scope right here. Has trouble. The cap for the battery to hold the battery in place and complete the circuit for the reticle was stripped out. So Bushmaster stood behind it. They mailed us another one. So I got two of them. This one's basically parts, pieces. This one's a functional deal. Comes with your single reticle. You have your flip-up sights and all that, and it comes with your single red dot reticle. So that was nice of them to stand behind the scope. The problem we're having now is when you mount this or I guess to the Picatinny rail, it's not staying in place. I put Loctite on these screws here, these mounting nuts, and basically what happened was I wasn't there this weekend. I had to work, but our guys went up and shot it. But anyways, the scope's coming loose, right? So I get a frantic call today, Memorial Day 2013, from our guys at our hunting camp, and they go, "Holy shit, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? How do we break this gun down?" And it was like a wild-eyed, out-of-control phone call. And I went, "Well, what the fuck's going on?" So I had to try and talk these guys through it on the phone. And not a lot of them know how to handle one of these guns. I'm no expert, but I know how to handle one, right? So basically what had happened was they fired around some of this quality surplus, or not surplus, but Russian manufacture. This is Herder's, but if you buy Wolf, it's the same thing, made in Russia. And you can see it's just the steel case, right? So they had fired like 20 rounds out of this gun, and as we all know, 223 as of May or June 2013 is very hard to come by. So it's like, this is like gold worth its weight. Just kidding. But so they fired the gun, and I got a call, and those guys go, "Whoa, Jesus Christ! No, all we did was fired one round, and it went click, and then the bolt wouldn't open. They couldn't, the charging handle wouldn't pull back." Well, I told them, I says, "Well, first things first," and they're like, "Well, we can't put it on safe. We can't put it on safe. It's a live fire gun. We can't do anything." And I says, "Well, first things first. Pop the pin out from the upper receiver, and separate the gun from the lower receiver. Then you'll ensure that the trigger will not activate the bolt carrier and everything, and fire the gun." So they did that, and they were able to get the bolt out. Well, come to find out, this was the round they pulled out. Okay, this is a Herder's round, right? But there's something missing on the end. I don't know if that'll show or not, but I'm sure if you shoot a gun, you probably know what's missing from the rear of this bullet. It never had a fucking primer put in it. It's full of, I don't know if you can hear that, it's full of powder, but it doesn't have a primer. So yeah, when they had put it in the gun and pulled the trigger, it slammed the bolt carrier forward, and the firing pin went all the way to the front, thus creating like a wedge or a malfunction. They couldn't pull the charging handle to the rear and cycle a gun. Like if you had a critical, I considered it maybe a critical stage 3 malfunction. I thought maybe they had a squib round. So yeah, I'm trying to explain to these guys on the phone. They're like, "What do we do? What do we do?" And I was like, "I'm 3 hours away from you. I don't know what to tell you, but you need to get that round out." And they're like, "Well, we got a sledgehammer here." And I was like, "No, don't use the fucking sledgehammer." But basically the point of this video is, this gun here is a carbon 15 Bushmaster. We've been having a lot of trouble with getting the sights squared away. I guess those guys went up today and they shot 20 rounds out of it, and the thing the screws started loosening up here on the mounting for the Picatinny. They started just backing themselves out with the jostling of the gun. I mean, this is just a 223, so it's not like we're shooting big game cartridges. So I even put Loctite on these. So it's basically I don't know. I think Bushmaster maybe made a good gun, but everything else is junk on this rifle. Um, Obviously, the charging handle needs to be replaced for, extended charging handle for big fingers like mine. The buttstock needs to be replaced. It's very hard to manipulate, and like I say, we've got two of these scopes that this one was complimentary from Bushmaster, so that tells you something about the quality. But yeah, also the other thing is those Russian rounds that we all buy or could buy reasonably if they were in stock. Make sure to check them over, because you get one like that with no primer, yeah, that can turn into a bad day pretty quick. And I'm going to keep this round. I mean, I can feel the powder in it. I'm going to keep it as just a memento. So thanks for watching, and I don't always trust Russian rounds. The guy that was quality checking this shit must have been eating a sandwich or something. I don't know what he was doing, but yeah, this one skated right by with no primer. So that's a bad deal. So thanks for watching.